What up, Warhawks? It's Mr. Martin. Just gonna talk about 4-1 tonight. Um, Not gonna be too long tonight. It's gonna be just talking about rotating two-dimensional figures through space, and we're gonna be dealing with these two ideas of what is 2D versus what is 3D. So 2D is literally you have two dimensions, maybe a length and a width. So it's gonna be something that is not gonna, it's flat. It's gonna be two-dimensional. Something like this, if I could draw. Okay. Three dimension is going to be like that cube because it's got a length, it's got a width, and it also has a height. So when we get to three-dimensional figures, we're going to talk about this, and we're going to show you how if you take and you rotate two-dimensional figures, how you can actually get these 3D figures from 2D images. So the first one is going to be if you take a rectangle, which is like right here, and the book actually wants you to take that rectangle and put it all the way across here. So it would be like that. If you take the rectangle and you put like a pencil and you attached it to the middle right here, and you spun that around, hopefully you see the top of this shape is kind of tracing that out. And the bottom would be traced right here. And so you can see that if you spin a rectangle, it would make the 3D shape of a cylinder. You're going to have, if you cut this, meaning like you cut this side right here, you would have two circles on the top, and you'd have the rectangle that would form the center of the cylinder. So that's going to be, so we have a rectangle and we spin it, we rotate it around itself, it's going to create a cylinder. If we take something like a coin, if you take a circle, and you go ahead and spin that. And I know that we used, as kids, I used to take my little penny and I'd spin it between my two fingers and just watch it spin. That's kind of like what this is showing. Hopefully you can see that you're going to have a sphere. You're going to have a ball that is appearing by, you take all of these infinite amounts of circles that are happening and putting them all in one shape, and that's going to create that sphere. All right, and then if we take a triangle, and you spin a triangle, hopefully you can see that if you take this triangle and you spin it around, you can see that the bottom is going to become a circle, but it's going to have this shape, and it's going to be a cone. Okay, so this is going to be a cone. When you spin a triangle, you get that 3D shape. So finally, this is pretty much it for the lesson. So I told you it was only going to be a couple minutes long. We have this idea. These are some of the things that you might want to write down. Some of this stuff. Just not going to have too much for these notes. But what does a triangle make? A triangle, when you spin it, makes that cone. When you have a rectangle and you spin it, you make the cylinder. And when you take a circle and you spin it, you get the sphere. So if you're taking that two-dimensional, all these are two-dimensional objects, and when you spin them, now you're getting them in space. You're going to make this sphere if you have all those things coming together, meaning you have the infinite amount of things coming together. So this cone is an infinite amount of triangles. It's a whole bunch of triangles kind of spun around the same center at the same time. I hope that makes sense. We're going to practice on this tomorrow. Just bring those notes in, and hope you have a good night. Thanks.